Next, we are joined by Ms. Theresa Hamilton, who is the Chief Administrative Officer of the Tangipahoa Parish School System. Ms. Hamilton, as Ms. Beebe talks about teachers who are in the trenches, you hear from them every day. Those are the people who you are responsible to. What are the opportunities and the challenges provided by the new education reform legislation, and how have those rearranged or impacted your priorities?
As we reflect about what's been said tonight, as we look at all of our data, I would like to really go along with something that Ms. Beebe said, because one of the things we talked about last Friday in our administrative update is from August of this school year up until now, we've actually lost 75 teachers in Tangipahoa as a result of some of the new stresses that teachers may be feeling. And what we would say to that is that we're not saying that it's all because of the new evaluation system, but we're saying it's one of those variables that you factor into the individuals that are making decisions about. So as a school system, one of the things that the new legislation really brings to us is that our ability to be able to retain highly effective educators, because that's going to be one of those really important things for us, is that we've got to figure out, as our role in the district, is we have to implement those new reforms that have been passed. So we have to figure out ways to be proactive and creative in trying to do our job in meeting the needs of an at-risk district. When you look at 75% of our children being free and reduced, that's really high. And so it's important that we have educators who are highly sensitive to the needs of those challenges that dealing with children in poverty have, because it does take a different skill set to be able to do that. And when we look at that, we think about it we talk about it from a principal standpoint, from a teacher standpoint, because one of the things that we look at in reforms and things that we're doing, the lack of funding that we're increasing our minimum foundation, that affects our district funding. And when you think about it, we're losing children to go to other places, and it's all about our parents having choices, because we do believe that parents should have choices, but we just want to make sure that the choices that they have are equitable choices, and saying that you're saying that you can go here and get a quality education. We just want to be sure that what they're going to see is going to be equitable and meet their needs as children. And so when we think about that from our district standpoint, when we look at our staffing formulas, we really want to make sure, because the research tells us, there's lots of research that you can get to say this or that having that student ratio down, but the key research is having a highly effective teacher. And when you're dealing with children of poverty, you want to be able to provide interventions, and in order to do that, to do it effectively, you need to have smaller class sizes. So when your staffing formula and your money is smaller, you have to really look at how you can staff. So you're going to have some classes that would have more children than ideally you would like to have in there, because that's one of those factors that's going to make a difference. And so when we think about it in terms of opportunities and challenges, we see both in those things, because our role as a district is to implement those things. And so when you think about the new teacher evaluation system, as Ms. Beebe stated, as Ashley stated, none of us are opposed to having a new system of evaluation, but the time it takes to do it effectively, because one, you want to have those individuals in the schools who are comfortable and feel knowledgeable about the process, to know that it's going to be done in a way that is equitable, meaning that the process is going to be followed as it was designed. And what we try to think about in terms of the TAP system that we've implemented in our TAP schools is that one of the things that we work on with that system, it's designed to grow and develop teachers. So we're not looking to get rid of teachers. We're looking to try to grow and develop those teachers in order to meet the needs of our students. So we see those things as being challenges, because we do like the idea of having a new rubric that is tied to instruction, because that's important. We do think teacher and leader evaluation is also important. So there are lots of challenges, but there are some opportunities in those challenges as well.
Thank you, Ms. Hamilton.